Hello guys, it's me, Mercy, and welcome to Beans for Productions. And today, I have a special video for you guys. I'm going to do a top 5 best One Piece episodes of 2023. We're gonna start this year off, 2024, with a banger. Because 2023, for me, has been the best year for One Piece in the anime ever. So for me, I'm very happy to tell you guys what are my top 5, because literally a lot of the episodes that air this freaking 2023, they're really good, but I only have time for top 5s. I wish to do a top 10, but that would be much hard for me. But you know what, top 5 it is. So before I begin, 2 things. First of all, don't forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe to my channel for more. And also, please leave a comment in this video telling me what are you guys' top 5 best episodes of One Piece in the year 2023. So, also, before I begin, let me tell you guys my honorable mentions. So here it goes. Episode 1048, the Yamato and Kaido episode. 1051, the clash between Luffy and Kaido that splits the Kai episode. 1066, the Henry Turlo episode, the episode with Law and Kid vs Big Mom. 1072, the episode of Gear 5th vs Kaido, the one where Luffy does the John Robo Kaido, the disrespect, that one. 1076, the last clash between Luffy and Kaido, where Luffy defeats Kaido. 1078, the episode where Momonosuke as an adult is revealed, and also his speech towards the Wano country. And 1084, the anime original episode, where we see our cast saying goodbyes to the major characters in Wano. That's all of my honorable mentions. Even though I really want to add those episodes in the top 5, I only have 5 more that I like more than these episodes. But these episodes are still good and entertaining. So without further ado, let's begin. Comment number 5 is an episode that might surprise you guys. But I really enjoyed the episode so much that I find it surprising that people aren't just praising it as much as they can. Even though it's not a perfect episode, it's still a great episode nonetheless. Episode 1071, Luffy's Gear 5th, the Peak Attained. It's a storyboarder and directed by Tatsuya Nagamine, the one who made the Wano arc really what it is and what it has become. A freaking animation enjoyment. This episode for me is one that I was waiting for ever since the freaking preview came out, ever since the Gear 5th freaking teaser came out. I was very hyped for it because chapter 1044 is such a great chapter and it needs a freaking banger of an episode to freaking make it what it is. And for me, it did just that. This episode for me looks incredible. It has great music. The voice actors of Luffy nailed it. Like the freaking happiness, the enjoyment, the freaking laughter, everything. Mayumi Tanaka, the voice actress for Luffy, she did a great job with it. The animation is not behind too. Even though there's a few scenes of animation, yo, the way they present the Gear 5 for me, like freaking, there is a shot in Gear 5 where Luffy looks mad scary, like with red eyes in a fire-like background. Holy crap, that is probably one of my favorite shots ever from One Piece in the Wano arc. Like that freaking shot is so amazing. But also, Luffy disrespecting Kaido so much during this episode was so great. Like, yo, the nigga literally just started just bam, 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 Kaido like that. And then Kaido does this blast breath, and Luffy like a cartoon motherfucker because it's Toon Force. Careful, it's Toon Force. Yo, he turned the freaking rock into rubber and then flattened back the blast, and Kaido just was like, oh, fuck. Yo, that was great. And yo. The music for Gear 5th, like for the Dress of Liberation, was spectacular. It is the Dress of Liberation. It is literally what it says on the freaking board. And dun 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 dun. Holy crap! That's probably one of my favorite soundtracks from the Wano arc because it really fits with this theme of One Piece and freedom. Also, we have the freaking Orochi and Yori shit. Man, I don't care about it that much. I care more about it than other people, but I don't care about that much. What I have to nail is the Gear 5th and Kaido stuff. And they did just that. Yo, and that is why that is my number 5. Because for me, even though the episode isn't perfect, there's storyboards and direction there that are just like weird. The fact that I enjoyed the episode very much to just put it in my top 5 says a lot about this episode. So that's my number 5, baby. Coming at number 4 is episode 1075. The Orochi flashback episode, the episode where Orochi finally gets killed off. And the start of Luffy, Gear 5 Luffy's freaking Bandran gun against Kaido's Flame Dragon Bagua. This episode was directed, storyboarded by Yasunori Koyama, one of my favorites, because every time this guy appears in an episode, the direction and the storyboard becomes freaking phenomenal. Like it freaking becomes a masterpiece. Like this guy literally knows how to tell a good story through direction and a storyboard by itself. Like, yo, I don't care about Orochi as much as you guys think. I don't care about Orochi, but this episode for me really was a standout just because of the direction and the storyboard. Like, there's so many shots in there that are very movie-like. Like, it's not even One Piece. Like, every time you see it's like, yo, is this really One Piece? Like, yo, the animation maybe not a standout as much as the other episodes and the next episodes here. But for me, it's just the look of it and the vibe that makes it amazing. Like, this flashback makes you even hate Orochi even more. It makes you even more happy that finally just Kyoshiro or Denjiro freaking finally killed Orochi off. Even though I wish Ijori could have been the one to kill Orochi, it's still good nonetheless. But freaking God, those shots, those moments are so emotional that the emotions, you can feel them. You can actually feel them. And also, let's talk about Luffy and Kaido because, bro, this also have the best storyboard and best direction ever. The music. There's new soundtracks in here that I cannot wait for the soundtrack for this arc to come out soon enough because I want to hear them again. The one that plays at the end when freaking Orochi's finally dead, that music, bro, literally, that's just beautiful, beautiful music. And yo, you wanna know one thing that I like about this episode much? Especially in the part of Orochi and Yori and Denjiro, you see the text of all the freaking things that the Wano citizens are saying, like, please release us, please free us from this nightmare. I want to see my mother. Please free us for Orochi and Kaido, like those things. It is in yellow text, in golden yellow text appearing there in the background. And that's just beautiful, bro. And the clash between Luffy and Kaido, bro. Like, bro, it is also animated very beautifully. The flame dragon bagua, bro, the fire. Some of those shots from the fire itself is actually kind of terrifying, which fits Kaido to a T. Kaido is a terrifying villain, so that goes well, bro. And the music that plays in there too, epicness throughout. So I like this episode mainly because of the direction and the storyboard and the feelings. That's why I love this episode so much, and it's my number 4. Come here, number 3 is episode 1062, Zoro vs. King, which is directed and storyboarded by Ryusuke Tanaka, and additional storyboards by Katsumi Ishizuka. If you know who Ryusuke Tanaka is, this guy is a powerhouse. He directed and storyboarded episode 1033 of One Piece, the episode of Luffy vs. Kaido, where Kaido is hallucinating Luffy fighting him, and Luffy gets defeated by a second time. That episode, bro, that was him. So he's back with this episode, and it's really his best episode to date. Like, bro, yo, Zoro vs. King. Next spot might make you go like, oh, typical. But whatever, let's talk about this episode first, because this episode was incredible. Yo, this episode's animation moments were fantastic. There are many moments I want to talk about, but I'm only going to talk about 2 moments in particular. First of all, is the final 5 minutes of this episode, where Zoro and King does their final attacks to see who's gonna beat who. And the animation right there, I'm done. That was incredible. Like, bro, yo, this dude, King, is firing up a big blast of flame dragons, and Zoro just trying to go through them like that and prepare his attack. The 103 Mercies attack, Dragon Damnation. That attack was so incredibly animated. And also the freaking I Am the King of Hell was done so well. It literally was one of the most well animated scenes that I have ever seen in an anime ever. The other thing for me I want to talk about is the Kaido and King flashback. My dude, that flashback was so good and well directed. Like, there's additional scenes added too, like how King just got out of the labs that the world government were experimenting on. Kaido saved him, and that's why King has such massive respect for Kaido, because he at first thought that Kaido was your boy. So that really get his hopes up. So, but also I want to talk about Katsumi Ishizuka, who not only did the storyboard for the final part of episode 2, but also he did some animation direction work too. His animation direction work, I miss him so much. But he's really coming back slowly but surely. And every time he comes back, he does such an incredible job. Like, this is a powerhouse that you cannot deny is very important for the Wano arc. Like, for me, Katsumi Ishizuka has been one of the MVPs of the Wano arc, especially the first 2 acts. This nigga has been amazing all throughout Wano. And yo, the music too was great too, but for me, I think is the way everything is shown. Everything is shown. The way everything is spaced out is good too. Like, the fight didn't feel slow nor quick. It felt good. It really was so entertaining to watch. It was mostly an action episode rather than an emotional episode. That's probably why I didn't put a number 2, and I put number 2 the other episode I talk about Let's. But man, that episode was so good, and that's why it's my number 3. Call me a number 2 is episode 1061, Sanji vs. Queen, directed storyboarded by Ryota Nakamura, who did episode 1026, and episode 1013. Yo, I know I'm a Sanji fanboy and you guys are gonna be like, the episode doesn't choose the best. Why would you put this above it? Why would you do that, you stupid Sanji fanboy? Look, as I said before, the episode was so animated well and it was action-packed as fuck. But for me, what makes the Sanji vs. Queen episode better for me is the emotions. Because look at this. Sanji vs. Queen is literally like Sanji, just like he unlocked his gamma powers, and it's kind of in conflict with himself on whether he's gonna become emotionless like the brothers or like his brothers or not. So it's like that happens in episode 7 for the win. So this episode for me, the direction and the storyboard was so great, and the moments that they added with Sanji and his issues and everything, that was done so well. And Seth appearing in the episode 2 was good too. Let's first talk about the action here. Animators here include Naotoshi Shida, our GOAT, and freaking Akihiro Ota. These two guys for me were my favorite parts of the episode in based on animation. Like, you know when Sanji unlocks freaking Ifuyambe and beats the crap out of Queen before the freaking final blow? All of those are animated by Akihiro Ota, the one who was in episode 1033 too. So yo, that was incredible. And also Naotoshi Shida did a lot of shots too, like the flamber strike. That was well done too, bro. Like, I have that scene as one of my favorites. But the final blow, the freaking barrel burst was animated by our GOAT and Saber, Tu Yonsei. And this man is another MVP of this arc, because this guy literally was incredible all throughout. Yo, the music in the final blow was freaking incredible. Like, bro, I love that music. It's one of my favorite soundtracks too. But bro, the emotions. Yo, Sanji thought that he was the one who hurt that little pink-haired girl, but it was Queen in fact. Queen being a dick and everything, like being a pirate and everything, like he literally wanna punish her more and more. That pissed Sanji off so much, and finally kind of like just made him feel like, oh my gosh, it wasn't me all along. It was you, shit, son of a bitch. And that's why he did that shit. But yo, that moment where Sanji, adult Sanji, is wearing the helmet that freaking Judge put on him, like as a kid. Yo, that was great detail throughout. That was a great detail. Like, bro, this episode for me was great in every single way. As a Sanji fanboy, I'm very satisfied for what I got, and that is why it's my number 2. And coming at number 1, it's no surprise to all, episode 1074, the episode of Luffy vs. Kaido, and the episode where Luffy prepares his freaking Bandra gun. Yo, this episode was directed by freaking Nanami Mishibata, who did episode 1057, the Sanji, like, turmoil episode. And the storyboard was also done by Masahiro Osoda and Hone, who also did the animation part too. Hone is a treasure. Is a fucking treasure, bro. Like, this guy was the MVP of this episode. because this man literally did a lot of great work throughout. And the animators that work here too, they were incredible. The reason I love this episode so much was because of the animation, the music, and the fact that this episode literally was freaking a banger, and an episode that literally needs to be watched to be freaking shocked by how good it is. Like, bro, as much as Momo's flashback for me is good, I want to talk about Luffy as Kaido. I want to just ramble about a little bit. Like, bro, Luffy doing that gum lightning, like, yo. And Kaido doing that Karakuri shot of observation haki. Yo, that was great. The battle was great throughout. Like, yo, Kaido being respected, Luffy being respected as well. Yo, Vincent Sword too. Vincent Sword was here too, and he did some great work too. Yo, there's so many crazy moments. Like Luffy creating a barrage of thunders and bouncing off of them. Yo, that was so hype. That was fucking ass hype, bro. Yo, this guy was literally going crazy, and Luffy just going there and pummeling Kaido while jumping off those lightning were so freaking cool. Also, freaking ass Luffy Gear 5th is literally upside down in the clouds. Yo, he turned the clouds into a fucking rover, and he just standing there like, bro, yo, badass. Yo, and Kaido doesn't shy away too. Kaido is freaking terrifying in this episode as well. That speech where he says like only how he can prevail, like their fruits are enough. That was so well done, baby. Yo, the animation must be seen to be believed, because yo, those 3 minutes. Ooh, yo, that was amazing, bro. Like, yo. And the final moments where Luffy prepares for a Banjo gun, like you see a giant fist, and Kaido in his dragon form, his pure dragon form, he's like, oh yeah, bring it on, baby. Yo, Momo, I believe in you. You have to move Onigashima out of the way. Wait, Luffy, wait, but Momo, I believe in you. Yo, hype throughout. The music was great too, like, yo, some beautiful music throughout, especially for the Kaido and Luffy stuff. Like when Luffy is really like being just falling down, and he thinks about the Onigashima and the freaking capital, and how people are just like wanting to be free. That was some emotional shit. That was some emotional stuff, bro. So that episode for me was just incredible throughout. That episode was one of the many highlights of the Wano arc, and it deserves my #1 spot on this list. And this was my list of the top 5 One Piece episodes of 2023. So tell me, guys, do you like my top 5? You didn't like it? What are your top 5 One Piece episodes of 2023? Comments down below and let me know. Do not forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe to my channel for more One Piece and other anime content. So this was Mercy from Binks Productions, and I see you guys in the next video. Agua.